We have lost objective Duff.
Hello there, my Battlefield friends and fans, and everyone else who just happens to watch this. Welcome to Battlefield 1. I've been playing this game non-stop for many months, like every Battlefield game that comes out. And then I took quite a long break, so it's been a while since I actually played this frequently, probably about 3 months. I played a lot of single players because Microsoft had really good sales. I also kind of caught up on some games that I didn't want to pay full price for, that I just ordered at Amazon, and I just played the heck out of single players. And I really enjoyed that, because sometimes you just want to kind of play by yourself and not deal with other people. Although I have to say that Battlefield is definitely my absolute favorite game when it comes to multiplayer games, because people are just so mature in this game. There's no smack talking, or at least I never hear any. I don't get any bad messages. People are just really nice to each other. Most of the people try to be supportive in the team, helping, you know, getting you up, healing you, giving you ammo, stuff like that. And I really appreciate that, because that's really the whole point of this game, is teamwork, and just be fair to each other and help each other, be supportive. And that's what makes this game fun. This is actually the map Achibaba, which is part of their Turning Tides DLC. That was that DLC that they split in half. They came out with 2 maps. First this one and another one, and then it took a little while and then they came out with 2 other maps, which was kind of unusual. I thought was a little bit weird. This is actually my absolute least favorite DLC of all the DLCs that came out. Just because I find the maps, you know, 3 of the 4 maps I find kind of uninteresting. This map kind of is starting to grow on me a little bit, but at the end it's really just like a big pile of dirt with some little canyons in between, and that's and a few trees, and that's pretty much it. There really are barely any buildings or ruins or anything that makes this map kind of interesting, and that's okay. Some people may not mind that at all. It's definitely a good sniping map. I always snipe on this map, even though actually not a scoped snipe. As you can see, it's more the one, you know, the carbine that I'm using here, the SMLE carbine, which is my absolute favorite sniper rifle in this game. I don't know why. I just kind of started to fall in love with it, and I stuck with it, even though they came out with other sniper rifles and I kind of quickly tried them out. But I've just grown so much onto this weapon that I kind of perform best with this weapon, and I kind of like that it's not scoped. It kind of gives me like the nice in between, being able to take down people on close range as well as taking down people that are pretty far away. Because if you are laying down and you're patient, you can take out people that are super far away. Just make sure you get a headshot, of course. And the thing that still surprises me, and I guess I'm saying that at the end of every Battlefield game, is that those kind of issues that we have with every Battlefield game, like you start with no weapon in your hands and you kind of run around for about a minute with absolutely no access to a weapon. You don't see a weapon, you can't change, or you start having like your main weapon, like your rifle in your hand, but you can't switch to a pistol because it's not kind of working quite yet. And so you better hope that you don't run into an enemy who maybe has a weapon, because it looks like some people actually do have their weapons working and some don't, so I don't actually know how it works. But they still haven't fixed that yet. And I don't know if that's just on console or just on Xbox, because I don't play this game on PC or PlayStation, so I have no idea. But it's definitely super annoying, and I don't understand why this issue appears in every single Battlefield game. And the other annoyance that I feel is especially bad with Battlefield 1 is that if you are going into the server browser, which is like my preferred way to go, because I can actually see how many maps are there, how many players are in the maps. I can pick a specific map that I want to get in. I can even see what the ping is for that particular match. So that's really the best way to pick and choose the best match. And so you go in there and you pick a match, and then you are waiting in line to get into the match, and then it says the server has been disconnected. Then you try the next one, server has been disconnected, and you do that like 5-6 times. And it takes really long for the server disconnect message to come. So you spend a long time just kind of sitting and waiting, and that can get really frustrating because you can absolutely lose like half an hour just waiting instead of playing. And this doesn't just happen with servers where there's only one spot left, which would make sense if someone else took your spot and you kind of get kicked out. It also happens with servers where there are 4 or 5 spots left, so it doesn't really matter. It can be very random, and some days you actually are lucky and you get in, no problem. So I don't actually understand what causes this. And because of this issue, I have started using Quick Match a lot lately, which actually took me into matches that weren't even listed in the server browser, which is another thing that I find super strange, is you can literally go into the server browser, select all maps, and you get like the same 3 maps listed like 15 times in a row. But then you go into Quick Match and you get like completely different matches that don't even show up on the server browser, which is just super strange. And the problem with Quick Match though is that you can end up in a map with absolutely no players, so you're the only player in there. That's kind of like why I don't really want to use Quick Match if I don't have to, because it takes so long to get into a match. So let's say you like waited 5-10 minutes to get into a match only to find out that you're the only person in there, or maybe you and another person is in there. So then you have to back out again, and that's another thing. It takes sometimes 5 minutes to back out of a match. It's not that you can just say, you know, back out and it just kicks you right back to the menu. No, it's kind of like idling until you finally back out. And then you have to go and do this whole thing over again and go back in and hope that you get into a full match. So this is like something that kind of makes this game a little bit frustrating at times, where I'm just kind of like, I'm so done waiting to get into a match, or I'm only getting into matches that are not full, or there's barely anyone in, or there's nobody in there, that I actually just toss the game away and start playing some kind of single player, because I know I always get to play there right away. And that's really sad. And that's really the reason why I needed a break from Battlefield 1. Don't get me wrong, I really love this game, but I do not love those issues. I actually absolutely hate those issues, and I just got really tired of it, and I just wanted to do something else. I wanted to be able to just get into a game and play right away without having to wait, and that's where single players were just perfect for that. But now I'm back for a little while trying to rank up to the max rank, which I think is 150. I'm right now at 140, and I'm also hoping to unlock some of those Battlefield 5 skins. I'm not sure if I can unlock them all, but I'm not really stressing about it. It's just skins. It doesn't really matter. It has nothing to do. It doesn't really affect your gameplay at all. And you know, I never look at other people's weapon skins. You can barely see them. You would literally have to stand like really close to someone who stands still to actually even see them. So skins to me don't really matter so much. It's more fun unlocking them than actually having them. That's probably just my opinion. But anyway, we ended up with a really strong start in this game, and then the enemy just took over and started to dominate us, and we were pushed back farther and farther, and that happens a lot in Battlefield 1, unfortunately. And so now I'm just kind of like enjoying picking up some of those enemies, that stragglers that kind of come look back here, which is kind of fun. We're losing already anyway, so there's no point to even try hard. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.